Close to Famous Chapter 6. Mama pulled out of the food lot as a gray bus with black letters went by. The men inside it didn't look friendly. "That's the prison bus, Foster." I got a creepy feeling. Those men are headed to jail? The sign said Culpeper Penitentiary. It should have said Crime Doesn't Pay. I watched the bus disappear around the corner. Mama drove down a bumpy street trying to miss the potholes. Little houses and a few trailers were set back from the road. We drove by a closed-up factory with a faded sign. "Colonel Culpeper's Jams and Jellies," Mama read. "No trespassing." Mama reads to me a lot. My brain closes up when I open a book. I almost flunked 6th grade because of it. My 2nd grade teacher told Mama I would grow out of it, but it feels more like it's grown all over me. Mama turned the Chevy down the dirt road, past the broken fence, around to the back of Kitty and Lester's place, and parked by the silver bullet that was gleaming in the late daylight. The tow truck was gone. Kitty and Lester were probably off rescuing somebody. In front of the door to the bullet were 2 outdoor chairs, one green and one blue, and a little table. Those hadn't been there before. Mama smiled at the chairs and opened the door. I carried the groceries inside. Lester's daddy's stupid dead fish seemed to be looking at me. "I'm back," I said to it. I put the food away, thinking about the pillowcase. Did I drop it outside the car? Did it get run over? Did Mr. Purvis throw it out when he got the note that we'd left? "I'm thinking I need to call Mr. Purvis, Foster." "I'm thinking you need to right now." She took out her phone and shooed me outside. I sat in the blue chair and felt the wind blow gently all around me. Mr. Purvis didn't like kids much, but I wowed him with my brown sugar brownies. I hoped he'd remembered those brownies. Of course, they were hard to forget. Elvis the cat was watching me. He meowed and I meowed back. He didn't like that. "It's nothing personal," I told him. "If your name was Fluffy or Princess, I'd like you fine." Elvis licked his paw. Mama came out and lowered herself into the green chair like she was carrying a heavy load. "He doesn't have it." "He's lying." Mama crossed her arms. "Why do you say that?" "Because he's mad at us for leaving like that. He's got it. I know he does." "I don't think that's true. He was very nice to me on the phone." Mama sighed. "I don't know what else to do." "You could call the neighbors." "I don't have their numbers, Foster." "You could call Mr. Purvis back and tell him to put up a sign in the front hall about it." Mama put in the call, and Mr. Purvis said he'd put up a sign. She gave him her phone number. "Okay?" she said to me. "Okay." She started humming a song she'd written for me last year on my birthday. It's called Foster's Song. Having a song named after you is this side of cool. She sang it soft and low. "Hush now, it's going to be all right. The night is coming, but we've got the light, and it's shining all around us, so don't you be afraid. Don't let the problems of the day invade. Let them go away, let them go away. Wait for the morning and the bright new day." I felt those words coming down on me like soft rain. She sang it again, and then I sang with her. "Let them go away, let them go away. Wait for the morning and the bright new day." The new day wasn't too bright. It was cloudy, and when I asked Mama what would happen if we didn't find Daddy's pillowcase, she said, "Then you'll have your daddy safe in your heart, and that's a place where you can never lose any part of him." Mama went to take a shower, and I headed for the kitchen. Bake it big, bake it proud. That's what Sonny Kroll always says on his cooking show. He'd been a Marine. Edgington Carver, my best friend in Memphis, once asked me, "So how did you handle it when your dad got killed?" And I told him I watched Sonny Kroll's show. Edgington's box turtle, Brucey, had just died, and he needed something to feel better, so we started watching Sonny's show together, and before long we formed the Two Kids Cooking Club. At the end of our meeting, we tapped our rolling pins and said, "We're on this road together." That's how Sonny ended his show. You really get to know somebody when you share a meal. Eddington's mama used to eat standing over the sink, but we got her sitting at the table and living right. That's what home cooking does. I'm going to talk about this when I get my show. I got out my muffin pan and decided to practice. TV chefs have to cook, smile, and talk at the same time, which isn't easy. I gave Lester's daddy's stupid dead fish my amazing TV grin. "You know, people are cooking pretty complicated recipes today, In my opinion, you don't have to go crazy on ingredients. I mixed flour, sugar, salt, and baking powder in a bowl. That's why I love this butterscotch muffin. You can make it up easy as 1, 2, 3. Easy recipes that taste great are big on cooking shows. I added the box of butterscotch pudding mix, 3 eggs and milk, and stirred it up. Don't kill the batter with overbeating, because holes can form in the muffin when it bakes. I smiled because smiling is important on TV. It doesn't matter how you feel inside. If the cameras are on, you grin. I put paper liners in the pan and winked at the dead fish. Make sure the batter is even in each tin, I said, filling them. And now, I opened the oven door grinning. Pop it in the oven. I don't know why so many cooks say, pop it in the oven, but they do. I wiped my hands and stood at the sink. I want to tell all you kids out there who are watching me, life gets hard sometimes. Just don't give up, okay? Don't give up on your dreams. And remember, when your heart is ready to break, that's the perfect time to bake. Okay, see you next time. I waved. That's my close. I'm still working on it. I made Mama coffee and set the little table for breakfast like it was a celebration. The table was tucked under the rounded window. It looked like a booth in a restaurant. I sat down on a yellow cushion. Part of me felt like a little girl in a grown-up playhouse. The other part felt like a donut that had just lost its hole. I didn't hear the shower running anymore, but from inside the bathroom I could hear Mama crying. Ask any kid and they'll tell you how hard it is to hear your mother crying. Mama loved the muffins, and I didn't ask why she was crying. Like a multiple-choice test at school, where none of the answers seem good, sometimes there isn't one right answer. Do you like it here, she asked me, the town and all? There's not much to it, Mama. I know. I feel kind of different, I sighed. I guess I'd feel that wherever. She grinned. You are different. The best kind of different. You up for staying a couple weeks and seeing how it feels then? It's cool living in the Silver Bullet. And the price is right. Mama's real careful with money. When Daddy died, the Army sent us a chunk of money called death benefits. She got some saved for me to go to college, but I'm not sure she'll have to spend much on my education, since it took all I had to squeak through 6th grade. You think they have a grocery other than food, Mama? I don't know. How about a restaurant other than Angry Wayne's? There's Pizza Hut and Arby's. I meant one that would care about dessert. Well now, Mama laughed, we're getting down to serious matters. Cook's tip. Sometimes just sitting with someone you love and having a warm muffin can help set things right.